Hi everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the CBoom Show. First things first, shout out to our sponsor, Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium. Brings that flavor to your table. I love it, it's great on anything, it's a great sauce. Now, before we get started, shout out to who's joining me today. We've got Alex from Road to a Million. We've got Peter, everybody remembers Peter from the football segment.
Same old, let's do it up.
First things first, we're going to be coming at you live every single day with picks on Twitter. It's the most convenient way for you guys to get free picks, free information. I started this on Sunday. I posted 6 picks on Sunday for free. All 6 picks came in. Where else do you get that? When does that happen? Nobody gives free information, let alone 6 picks
For free.
On Sunday, I ended up going 11 for 11. It was great. I had a great day. It was amazing.
Sounds like a great day.
Now, that being said, make sure you follow us, subscribe, like, and share to the YouTube channel. Go on to the Twitter, check out the picks. Make sure you like and join the Twitter at CBoom_CA. It is on fire. It's just a lot of fun on there.
Yeah, it's picking up a lot of steam.
Make some money, more followers, more money.
Free picks, and the first day, 6 wins. What else can you ask for? So that being said, we've got a lot of new followers. Shout out to all the new followers that's been listening to us. We've got a lot of different platforms. We've got Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify. A lot of American listeners actually. Shout out to the Netherlands as well. And just thank you everybody for checking it out. Please tell your friends.
I mean, the good word spreads fast. You get some wins coming through, and all of a sudden, we're going global.
Hey, why not? Just everybody has to remember, we're not against each other.
That's it. It's bigger and better. We're trying to help everybody out.
Why not?
Yeah, it's us against the casinos.
Us against the house.
There we go.
Yep.
So that being said, let's come at you with some NHL for the week. So Thursday, you've got a couple key games. There's 5 or 6 good games you want to look at. You've got the first one, Rangers and Montreal. Personally, I love Montreal in this game. You can take Montreal -1.5.
They got Lundqvist going in. He's going to get bought out at the end of the year. He knows it. Everybody knows it. They have 2 great rookie goalies coming in. So that's probably the end of his career. Maybe, unless someone picks him up next year. But, they're going to buy him out this year, and he's not great on the road.
Yeah, I'm looking
I love him Montreal there.
I'm
not that I like Montreal personally, but...
Yeah, they're not... Yeah, but in this situation, they look great. I would take them -1.5. The next game, you've got Calgary at Nashville. Shout out to T-Don influencing Calgary all year long. However, tonight, or on Thursday night actually, they're going to look amazing against Nashville on the road. Personally, I like this game -1.
Nashville's been struggling, and how do you get -1?
Well, because
so
I'll take a push.
Yeah, okay.
I won't take the 1.5 to take that to guarantee 2. I'll take a push.
Nashville's been struggling. Rittich is playing better, and Calgary, like their road record is way better than their home record. They really struggled on the homestand, so on the road trip they have now, I'm looking for them to do much better.
It's going to be a good game. I can't wait.
I think so too. It'll be a good, exciting game. I agree with you. Don't go for the 2. Got to stay 1. It'll be close, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be an absolute blow.
I'd take the 1.5 there, but that's
I'd rather avoid than a loss on this situation because we're coming out. Oh, it's going to be hot, but yeah, there's a lot more opportunity to win more if you take the 1.5.
Yeah.
However, it's up to you how you want to play it. You know, Peter likes 1.5. I like 1. Whatever. It's up to you.
See what the odds are too. I mean, if the odds are that big a difference, or that small a difference, go with a little safer.
Yeah, exactly. Now the next game is a key game. Now this is what I've been waiting to talk about this. You've got Toronto at Florida. Now personally, I think for the next 4, 5, 6 games, you take Toronto guaranteed. I think they're going to go on a streak. I'm excited. They're making playoffs. I'm happy. I'm on the Leaf wagon, and let's go Toronto.
They hit a new low on Saturday. Lost to the backup Zamboni driver. Came in. 45 minutes, they only got 10 shots.
Yeah. So what?
But that's not the Zamboni driver. That's Carolina playing good and Leafs for one time. Well,
It was
playing a black
embarrassing,
game.
and all the players were embarrassed, and fair enough.
Well-
And I came out and said, sure enough, they'll probably beat Tampa tonight, which they're up 4-2. But
Well, I mean, for those of our viewers that don't know exactly what happened with this Zamboni guy? Like, they just pulled the Zamboni driver for no reason?
no,
Like,
both of Carolina's, the starting goalie got hurt in the first. The backup goalie got hurt in the second. He collided with a Leaf player. And then they texted the backup, who's the Zamboni driver.
But how
he
is
came
it
out in his Marley pads, and he had to play.
but
Because it's either you
seriously-
take the emergency backup or a sixth defenseman.
Like, to me, this almost sounds a little
The
ridiculous.
sixth defenseman would have been batshit crazy.
But they got the Zamboni driver, and they won.
I mean, to me, that sounds... But you understand that, like, that's the equivalent of being like, well, the towel guy is just going to sub in for LeBron James. Like, it's...
It's a little bit different.
Here's how
than
many
that.
times a team in the NHL has lost to a Zamboni driver. And it's once, and it's the Leafs. No NHL experience,
Come
Once,
on.
and it's the-
once, and
So-
it was the Leafs. So they have the record.
You're hating on it right now. In
I'm-
3 weeks, you'll have a different attitude once you see this.
All right,
Wait
so-
and see. They're going to start
so
with
we're-
Tampa. They're going to
5 in a row?
They're going to be Tampa Bay. Hey, let's do a Chris versus Peter.
Sure.
I take 5 in a row.
All right,
Okay.
I'll notarize this bet.
I'll take that money.
Get ready, everybody. I'm excited.
One
We'll call
American dollar.
I would have said Euro.
Whatever.
Okay, the bet is that the Leafs will win their next 5. Okay, that's it for $1 American dollar. We're gonna call it the Leafs We Couldn't Do Any Worse winning streak.
All right, guys, enough with this. I love the Leafs. Let's go. Get ready. I'm excited. The next game you want to look at, though, you've got the Islanders at St. Louis. Islanders on the road against St. Louis. St. Louis has had a couple good wins lately. However, I like the Islanders. I like them all around. I like them against anybody. They're not helping me today on Tuesday. However,
Bennington's in there. He's 27, 11, and 7. We have to agree to disagree. Blues at home, just such a great team. And the Islanders, I mean, Lou Lamoriello, the GM, we should have never got rid of in the Leafs, but that's all I have to say about that.
then coming up after that, you've got Washington at Winnipeg. I like Washington by 2,
Of
maybe
course
3.
you do. And Samsonov's
three.
going to play.
You could go 2.5 in that.
Yes, and Samsonov's the backup. The backup with a record of 16-5-1. And last week's episode, I said I wish we had a backup with that record. 16-5-1. He's got to have Holtby on the rails here.
Let's
it's
go,
probably the goalie
Washington.
of the future for the Caps.
It's going to be great. I'm excited.
And Ovi got his
You can-
700th goal.
Yeah, that was amazing.
A lot of people are saying he's going to catch Gretzky, and Peter's
on.
saying right now, not
No.
going to happen.
Not a chance.
Well, if you're expecting them to win by like 2.5 points, that could also be a good opportunity to check the over/under on that game, depending on what it comes out
If
at.
it's 5.5, you could take the over. If it's 6, you can take an over. So it's going to be
It's
void.
in Winnipeg. I wouldn't take 1.5 though, but
I would take it to win by 2.5 and an over if it's 5.5 or 6. If it's 6.5, do not take it. That being said, let's move on to New Jersey. We've got New Jersey at San Jose. Great opportunity on the
On
over-under,
the
though, you're
road.
right. But New Jersey on the road is going to be great opportunity. I'm personally taking them -1.
you got Mackenzie Blackwood, 21, 12, and 7. Like, the guy's 23-year-old, good Thunder Bay boy. And
My dad's
on a,
from there.
On a team, yeah, but like on a team with a record of 24, 27, and 10, he's got 21 other wins.
It's going to be good. I'm
I
excited.
think that's good value there because they're definitely going to be an underdog.
Yeah, it's lots of opportunity. I'm excited. Now, before we go forward, we want to let you guys know that we're filming in advance with the best information we have at the time. So those are Thursday's games. I've got 4 games for you for Friday. The first game, you've got Minnesota at Columbus. Personally, I like Columbus at home there. It's going to be a good game.
Columbus been struggling, so
Well, it's also opportunity.
don't
Look at
know.
look at Minnesota as well. The next one you can look at Colorado.
you'll be okay.
One of those
Actually,
days.
let's go straight to the Rangers at Philly. I like Philly by 2 there.
Okay, I can't even see the Columbus game, but
I wouldn't worry about it. Let's just go with a couple hot
This
picks
is the
there.
best options we have right now. A lot of these picks aren't going to be
Well,
available.
you know, I got to tell you that Rangers game, Georgiev is in there, and he's a hot rookie. He's been playing well, so I don't know about 2 there.
I like it. You've got
disagree.
Rangers at Philly. Philly's going to be a good pick there, and then Pittsburgh at Anaheim, and I like Pittsburgh.
You know, the Rangers are even making a run for the playoffs, but
no, come on.
I'll tell you, Pittsburgh.
I feel like a lot of these games where we're thinking like it could go like take the 2, are all great opportunities for the over under. Even if you want to play it a little safer, take a look. If you have an over under like you said 6.5, stick with the under. I mean, it'll be
Over under is a great
depending on the odds, but
over under is a great game.
Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy.
well, that's the thing. You don't want to get too greedy. If
I
you
can't
end up
find
taking-
this Columbus game.
I mean, you
he's
can take them
talking
at
about.
-6.5, but you ain't gonna win it.
it's just
Right?
not there.
Let's just calm yourself over there,
We'll move
Peter.
on. Yeah,
we'll move on. Don't worry about
It
it.
was an imaginary game.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so let's move on to the NBA, everybody. I've got 3 games I want to talk about on Thursday. The first one is Knicks at Sixers. Sixers are going to be probably -9, -10, -11. It's a great game. I like the Sixers all day.
But they're gonna be the favorite team, and they're gonna be a hard favorite.
I love it. I'm taking it. I'm covering the spread with it.
I don't watch basketball. I know this. Swish.
Thanks.
I know that move.
Thanks, Peter. So we'll go quick through basketball. A great opportunity is going to be this next game. You've got Sacramento at OKC. Personally, I really like OKC. I love OKC. I always take him, even though Russell Westbrook, no longer. However, I like Sacramento on Thursday. The next game is Portland at Pacers. This is another great game for opportunity. I really like Portland there. And those are just 3 good key games. There's not too many games on Thursday, but those are great games. Now, let's move on to baseball. I called the Jays. I said everybody looking forward. I was so excited. What a great win. I've been doing so well on baseball. 8 out of 9, 8 out of 9, 8 out of 9. I'm happy. I love baseball. I absolutely
It's
love it.
preseason.
Now, so what? They're still getting ready. I'm excited. Now, that being
Preseason
said,
gives you a lot more opportunity sometimes.
what I want everybody to realize, the Mets are doing something when they decide the final roster of who's going to start. Wait till you see this pitching. Something I don't think anyone's ever done. And it's going to be so exciting, so risky. I like the Mets for the World Series simply because of this.
Really?
They're bringing in a horse. He's gonna kick the ball.
It's something.
I'm
Wait
writing
and
it
see.
down.
Wait and see. I like the Mets for the
I'm
World
gonna write
Series.
that down.
Syndergaard's still in there?
Get ready for the rest of preseason. Look for Pittsburgh and Toronto. Toronto's been so hot right now. Pittsburgh. So let's see what's up. What they
Baseball?
have. Baseball, yeah.
Okay.
And
Toronto? You think they're
we play
in the
baseball.
mix there?
I was just saying for the rest of preseason.
Okay, preseason. I
They
thought
look
you were
amazing.
talking about like they were going to make the playoffs or something.
We'll see how the first couple weeks
not
go.
this year.
They have a good pitcher.
Yeah. One good pitcher.
That's all.
Maybe
but
2.
we don't
I
cheat
like
as well as the other
Shoemaker.
teams.
I like
Yeah, we don't cheat
Shoemaker.
that well.
Yeah,
We've got good
Probably.
pitchers. I think I think we could go 650 this
We
year.
got flat. 650. Ooh. All
Get
right.
ready. Get ready. It's a good. I'm excited. I'm ready for baseball. I'm ready for it all. Now let's move on to boxing. Over the last weekend, we had the Fury Wilder fight.
And
Oh
it
my
was
God.
Wilder.
My God, dude.
Fury. Wow.
He outboxed the guy.
I'll be honest. I was a wreck that night, so I ended up watching it the next day, and then again, and then again, and then I watched it again today. It was
Tyson Fury
It's
tore
one of
him
my
apart
favorite.
in
It's one of my favorite
late
boxing
round,
fights
yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was good.
He picked him apart. He grappled, like even the grappling when he grabbed him, he did it in such deliberate fashion to like, oh, I'm gonna hurt his neck a little. I'm gonna hurt his arm a little.
His
Get that
ear
extra
was
shot
so
in.
bangled. His ear got bangled in the second round, and then it was just over from that
third
equilibrium.
round.
I think it was second.
Well, he went down in the third, and after that, it was.
And Wilder's got such a dangerous right hand, and
When you're off
Fury
like
was
that,
defending against it, and he outboxed him, and just Wilder couldn't get it.
Fury-
The worst part is Wilder said, "I had this big costume. It weighed 45 pounds. It weighed down my legs. So now he has exercised his rematch clause. So there will be a Wilder Tyson Fury 3.
But he did
before
look
they
like
fight
Darth Vader
Joshua.
walking out there. That was a bit ridiculous,
But-
whatever the hell he was wearing.
But there was absolutely no respect, in my opinion, showed by Tyson Fury to Wilder in that ring.
No, he
You're
had no respect for him at all.
He was just avoiding the power punches. He was, if you look in the later rounds,
was boxing.
he corrals him into the
Yeah.
power hand over and over and over.
But-
when they threw in the towel, my God, he was getting pummeled in the corner. You can see afterwards he goes to his corner. Why'd you do that? And his own corner's like, "Cause you were done, champ." Like,
Well, you know what?
you're
The winner
done.
of the next one's gonna fight Joshua.
Let's-
Get ready
And
for it.
heavyweight
That's-
is gotten
You know what?
much more entertaining in life.
But you know
I
the
wanna
most
see-
important thing about that fight? All week people were coming up to me asking me, who do you think's going to win? A couple days I was thinking maybe Wilder, and then I did a lot of research and I watched a lot of the interviews, all of that, and I switched over to Fury. And
I
you
was
know
on
what?
Wilder. I was on Wilder, and I was
I
very
agree.
unimpressed.
So at the end
Fury
of the
all
day,
day.
the pick, Fury,
Yeah.
once again, hit.
I'm allowed to be wrong. I didn't put any
I
money
mean-
on it, but
Oh, I
Fury
did.
was a really solid pick, but like I want to see some. I don't like that there's an automatic
40-pound
rematch.
difference too, keep in mind.
If you're in the weight class and the weight class allows it,
of
No, I'm
course,
just saying
yeah.
40
I mean-
pounds is 40 pounds.
but I don't like
That's
this.
like a 5-year-old kid.
But I don't like this like automatic
Ish,
rematch
maybe, I
clause
don't know.
because he wore a silly costume. I'm sorry, you chose to wear a silly costume.
Don't make excuses.
Like
Yeah, what
you
a
lost the
dum-dum.
fight. I'm sorry. And how many times are you gonna get beat up? You didn't even stand a chance. By the third round, you were dropped. Come on. Fourth round, he was dropped. What, twice? But it went what? 6 rounds? 7 rounds?
It was pretty wild.
And they were throwing in the towel. That was a crazy. I'd love to see guys get picked apart like that.
Oh no,
It's
they
technical
not.
boxing.
Yeah, but
it's old
Fury
school
knocked
boxing.
him out fair and square.
Oh, yeah. All
And
right,
he
well,
staggered up and they
and
threw it.
enough with that. It was an amazing fight. Hopefully,
Great fight.
hopefully it goes down again. I can't wait to see it if it does. Let's move on to UFC. Alex, let's see what's up with the UFC.
Man, to be honest, UFC is going to go nuts in a couple of weeks. Right now, we've got on Saturday, March 7th, the next UFC event is going to have a couple of big fights on it. We got Alex Oliveira that I talked about last week. Great fighter, 1.66 odds, it's staying steady against Max Griffin, who's pays 2.25. Neither guys are slouches, but Alex Oliveira, I think I'll take this. He's the favorite for a reason. Speaking of favorites, we have our biggest favorite, Israel Adesanya, taking on Yoel Romero. I mean, these two are just like, Yoel is, if you look at the height difference,
Did anybody
Yoel
else
comes up to like here, but the guy looks like the
But
most
did you
jacked
see
gnome
that?
you've ever
Did you
seen.
see that face-off though when they did like a dance-off?
Yeah.
Yoel Romero's in like skin-tight jeans and like a tight shirt. Does a dance-off. Does a backflip.
I
does
missed
a
that
split.
one.
Lands in the
Yeah,
splits.
I know who Romero is, but I
That
missed
Unbelievable.
that.
You know how much I love backflips? I love Adesanya a lot, but because he threw the backflip, I'm going Yoel Romero to just pump him.
If it were a dance-off, I would give it to Yoel Romero. Honestly, I mean, Israel came out with the dance in the last one, and he danced here to try and stun him, but Yoel caught him off guard. The splits, come on, and cheats, forget it.
Did a
This guy could
backflip.
dance off all day. In a fight, now that's a whole
I
different
like.
thing.
Keep in mind, Yoel Romero got robbed against. I really like Paulo Costa, but he got robbed against Paulo Costa, and he got robbed against Robert Whittaker.
No, he didn't get robbed twice against
he
Robert
did.
Whittaker.
Yes, he did.
Not twice.
Yes, he did.
I would say I would
Call him and ask him. I did.
I'll call and ask.
I did. He
I
said he
think
was.
Israel
You don't
Adesanya
argue him.
is gonna win this. Yoel Romero isn't the same beast he used to be. He's still a beast, but Israel is just that different level of striker. He pays 1.36, so it's not really gonna matter. I'm not taking that on any of
Yoel
my
Romero's
bets.
gonna smash. Get ready, me and you. Get ready.
And then the last one of the night I want to mention for that night is Li Jingliang.
Oh, this
my
kid's
boy-
amazing.
my
I
boy-
love Lee. He smashed his last fight.
He smashed all his last fights. I've been telling people to bet on this guy. He's my unseen guy to keep an eye on for the longest time. I've won some good money on him. Some of you might remember Paul from our pool
Previous
previous
podcast.
podcast on the pool day.
Or-
He's followed me on that, and he's won some good money. I know he's listening out there. But I think Li Jingliang is going to have a good one there. I think he's facing Neil Magny, who's no slouch, but he's not an up-and-comer. Neil Magny's on his way out. He's a little bit too old for this sport. He's had his chance.
Keep in mind about this fight, though, Li Jingling, his training camp was moved due to the coronavirus. Him and Willie Zhang.
Yeah, so both of them are kind of, on the radar there. You got to keep that in mind. But
personally, I don't think it affected them because the move was so far in advance. However, it is something to mention.
A couple days before, they give it to Magny. Now they've already had time to recover. Magny's just getting sick. You never know. They got the press conference.
Okay, let's keep it real.
So, keeping it real brings me to the next UFC event after that, Saturday, March 14th. It just came out. Damian Maia against Gilbert Burns. Damian Maia, the perennial underdog who just keeps beating people up. Pays 2.62. I mean, he's an underdog to Gilbert Burns. He just took out Ben Askren, who's like 2.5 Gilbert Burnses. That's... I like Damian Maia all day, all night. He's won me
Is
so
it in
many
Brazil?
bets.
There's a lot of Brazilian fighters fighting.
No, but Cejudo and Jose Aldo was just announced.
Wait.
And that's Brazil.
I cannot wait. The 3-time, the Triple C champ coming back. He's going to hit hard. Triple C, baby.
My only worry is that what happens in Brazil is they give it to Brazil.
No.
If Cejudo doesn't win definitively and it goes to the judges and there's any which way the judges can sway this,
they won't take it from Triple C.
They'll take it from Triple C.
Look at the promo that, what's his name, the champ before he went to one. What's his name? He went to one championship.
Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah, look at what Demetrius Johnson did. Nothing. No promo, no nothing. No one knows him compared to the Triple C, the one and only, the C-size C champ, Henry Cejudo. He will take on anyone, including women. This guy is just hilarious, up and down. I cannot
Triple
wait.
C.
I loved that when they announced. We have 1 minute. I loved that when they announced who's gonna fight Amanda Nunes, and they're like, well, you know what? I'll step up and fight. That was great. When he did that, that was great.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is MMA. Moving on to golf. Peter, what do you have for us?
We got the Honda Classic. Last year's winner, Keith Mitchell. Nobody knows who it is. He's 66-1 this year. So obviously he played good last year.
What was his name?
Keith Mitchell. He's American.
Keep that.
So you have Ricky Fowler and Brooks Koepka.
I like Fowler a lot.
They're 12-1. Koepka, he only wins majors. Fowler, they both tied for second.
Fowler's sponsored by Red Bull, I think.
Fowler will be upset about it. So we had Eric Van Roonen. He's 50-1. He came in third last week at the WGT Mexico Open. That's a good value there at 50-1. Russell Knox, he's a good Scottish lad, 80-1. He's always in those tournaments. And Taylor Gooch is 100-1. Sometimes you just got to go with the Gooch. 100-1, man. Put down $10 and you win 1,000.
Why not?
He doesn't, and he's been playing well.
And hey, it's not every day you can say you won $1,000 on
the Gooch.
I love it.
Anything can happen.
Exactly.
Anything can happen.
Well, guys, once again, shout out to our sponsors. Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium brings that flavor to your table. I know we love using it. We use it all the time. Make sure you go check out Odie at the shop. Tell him CBoom sent you. Check out the CBoom page. Like, share, subscribe. Click that little bell on the side. Make sure you tell your friends about it. And also, if you want the live picks, if you want some wins, I just gave 6 picks, 6 wins. Make sure you check out the Twitter at CBoom_CA. Like, share, tell all your friends about that as well.
Jingling.
And jingling. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Good luck.
I need a blunt big enough to forget I'm here. I need some food for my thoughts and I need some wealth. I need to find my way back. I need myself.